What's up guys, Barrygaming here, back with some more Infinite Magicraid, and today what we're going to do is we're going to test Agatha out in some PvP. Now, we are kind of changing up the way she's going. She's more built for, HP, effect res, even some big tenacity numbers here too. We're just going to go to see what she can do. Still has some respectable crit damage and an okay crit rate, nothing amazing. Sadly, the aura that we have on her isn't going to serve us that much well. It is what it is. Like, we'll get some crit rate, we'll get some crit damage. It is what it is. But what we are going to do is we're going to run this full tough set. Most of it is rolled for additional HP rate as well. Some really good rolls on them. Effect res really huge on that. And then what we're also doing is on the artifacts, we're going to prioritize HP, speed, and effect res. So yeah, this is what we're going to go with here. She doesn't have the biggest HP pool in the world, because with this tough set, I know our Gru, where was Gru at? Gru, granted, he is all the way up to E4, so it's something to consider. He was sitting at 850,000, and he's one of the tankier heroes in the game, so she's still very strong. But I want to see how this team can actually work. And really, the big thing this team is kind of going for is more like an Outlast team. So potentially even adding in Alec to the team, just going really tanky to see if you can outlast the enemies. One thing I want to check with his Alec, emblems. Cool, so he does have tough skin. That's going to be amazing. I want to check out his other mythic heroes as well. Actually, don't even have an aura on him. Wow. Going for max HP here. So we all know the meta is pretty much bursty, right? It's all about going after, going first, pretty much, having heroes like Margarita in our team. I want to look at one more thing. We do have a Nacil on our squad. I just wonder if a tanky team with Agatha has the potential to outlast the enemy. There's so many options to go on this team. I want to try to build something that is a mixture of disruption and tankability to see if it can live through a lot of these burst type comps. So hey, this is the same team pretty much I was running before. Let's go with something different. I feel like space still feels very much needed in a team like this, but I want to run Agatha and I kind of want to run Alec. Is this too many support heroes? It might be, but I want to see how this goes. It could go very poorly. I mean, the space is maxed out. We have a lot of speed on this team, but I still think speed is key for beating your opponent. You definitely don't want to go after your opponent. Man, Ascindo, I wish I had this hero too, but Ascindo going right out the gate is amazing. Getting to do back-to-back hits here and a freeze. We can speed up our team as well. Might have gone a little too aggressive with this team, honestly, because we might just not take any damage or anything like that. Locking down the enemy team is so strong. I think what we could do is we could run Nacil instead of our space. I think that is something that is potentially something we can do. But here's the question. At this point, the enemy has HP burn. Oh, I did not mean to attack right there. That was really, really bad. We don't want to attack into that counterattack whatsoever. Yep, we want to increase our team's defense and everything. I feel like we might need more healing, honestly. Because in this current setup, I mean, I will say one thing. Agatha looks like an unbelievable tank right now. Really good damage overall. Slow down some of these enemies' attacks. I feel like the space and the Luna might not even be useful. I mean, the Luna's cool because, of course, she can revive. I like that. The Alec is solid, too. We have a lot of CC in the setup. Yeah, I wonder if we actually... Since Ascindo is so fast, do we ever have a world where we just say we don't really even care about the rest of our heroes going first with space and just go for a tanky setup? We could add Nacil in here as well and just go for a crazy CC / eventually we will wear you down with our hero setup. Like, damage is definitely a little weak. We will say that. But if you set a team like this up on your defense, now that could be very, very strong. I will say space does act as a healer too, which is convenient. And her damage is not out of this world, but I feel like it's strong. Again, she's doing a lot of damage. You can see how much damage Hez did in just a couple rounds. I want to try a bold strategy here. I want to see if oh man, this combo of focus seems dangerous. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up against this because our Ascendo is so fast. I definitely don't think we need a space. And I think in return, who do we want to add? Again, I really want to build like a super tank mode team. That sounds pretty tanky. Because we should get our own freezing off in the first round. Is dropping space a mistake? It might be. It really comes down to our Ascendo here. I forget what this one does here. I really forget his skills. I don't need that. I want to go with this. No, actually, you know what? I kind of want to just try to freeze them out. That feels good. Yeah, Ascendo going so fast on this account is actually pretty crazy. Just locking down enemies. And she gets so many turns. We get to come in here with some big AoE. It's not a lot. I like Luna because she can remove any crowd control effects and things like that on our team here. Ally protection is going to happen right here. Let's just continue to try to freeze the team down and see how this works out. Because if they don't get to move, well, that's still good for us. She does have some decent damage. It's not like amazing. Continue to freeze the enemy team down. We're just going to go for pure crowd control at this point. Finally get to do something over here. Give us some turn meter boosting. Let's go for Hez. Yeah, she's not that strong in the tankiness department, but you'll notice she's like never really gone down in HP, has she? She's kind of stayed consistent. Like, it's kind of crazy paired with an Elec how strong this can be and how much crowd control you have. The downside is we just don't have like a ton of damage. I think maybe pairing one more damage dealer with this could be strong, but I'm about to do something really stupid just to see the craziness of this hero. Let's give ourselves some attack. One of these days we'll kill off the heads. Don't worry, guys. One of these days. It's still not there. Oh man, so much CC on both sides and everything, just not letting people do what they want to do. Holy cow, this is nuts. I think we went too far to the control side of things. What do you guys think? The shields are lame. Okay, can he do any damage? Man, Agatha just doesn't care what's happening at all. More silence out, sure, why not? Freeze there. Oh my god, they have immortal. They have immortal now. The healing's happening. Is not good for us. Catherine, you know, might be a good pickup too here. But I think we might not even have the damage to do something like this. Like, it just feels like we don't. Ooh, that's a good hit, actually. That's a really good hit. We can just lock down, like, this is stupidity. Like, eventually we will get this kill is the thing. It's just, yeah, there we go. And now I don't care what you guys do, just kill the enemy team now. We should have no problems doing this. Because, like, we could do, like, our hero into a focus or something like that and get the win. It's definitely too tanky. I would say it's definitely too tanky. The only thing I wish we could do is have a really powerful legend aura on Agatha too, to see how broken she potentially could be. But I'm about to do something really stupid here. Like, really stupid. I'm not going to go up against as defensive of a team, but we might take a loss. We'll have to see. Actually, let's go over here. Let's just take you out real quick. Like, could you imagine going up against the team we have here? We have revives, we have protection, we have some damage with Agatha, who's unkillable. Do you think you could actually beat this team in 300 rounds? Like, the ultimate defensive team looks something like this with Agatha the unkillable. Especially in combination with Alec. Alec is a sleeper hero, but does so much for your team. Yeah, Agatha putting down the damage. Ascindo close behind though, not too far off. Okay, now this is the part of the video where it might just go sideways on what I'm about to do. Who do I want to fight? I'm intrigued to see how we do against single target damage. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off by going in with one hero. We have what, less than a third of the power they do. Oh god, this is probably going to be a huge mistake. This is a pure test to see what her survivability actually looks like in solo combat. So my guess is this goes very poorly. Thank you for the shield. May I have more, please? Good lord. Oh yeah, single target damage is a nuke. Holy cow. All right. I'm gonna lose a little rank here. I'm sorry, Eric. I need to do this for the sake of my own knowledge here. What if we just add in like, no. Who else could we add in here to make it fun? Our own Catherine, maybe? That kind of sounds good. Something like this. Let's see if we can take him on with 3 heroes. Again, it might be too much burst damage, but it could be fun at the same time. Really, I mean, not having your own Ascindo or space to go first is a big disadvantage here. But again, we're going to go shielding up. We steal all that shield. Look at all of that. Absolutely amazing. Gotta love it. She does take a decent amount of damage, but if having someone like Alec on the team too for shielding is just insane. Look at all, oh wait, I just doubled up on the damage reduction. That was not a good look. That was a bad idea. Whoops. Let's get rid of that Lucifer. Almost. That's the buff I wanted to do right there. Just making your team as tanky as possible so they just can't even do anything to you. I like that idea. And she has so much effect res with this tough set that honestly, she doesn't even care about the hits they're getting from Ascindo. Like, it just doesn't do anything. Like, at all. This trio feels like it could be like an unkillable trio right here. Again, her damage is lacking in this type of setup, but oh man, they probably could have killed her if they played that a little smarter there. Tons of healing too, though. Like the self-healing she has. I mean, they just went all in on her. And they could not get a kill. Like, just could not. Question is, can we get a kill on this Lucifer? Probably not as well. But this round, there's no way they do any damage to us. Let's just try to kill off this Slavel over here. Oh, tanky. My goodness. Oh, the Catherine is sharing the weight here. We could go down here. This could be risky. No, not quite. Get our counterattacks and our big shields back. Counterattacks and counterattacks, but we steal some of that shield right back, which is just, it makes for really long PvP, which I'm sure a lot of people probably do not enjoy. But I've always loved like the tank modes that you can do. Just all this damage reduction. You can't do anything really. We'll wait one turn on that. It's just she doesn't really have the damage when she's built like this, but she feels pretty unkillable, especially with other heroes that she's being paired up with. Like, taking on a full team with just 3 heroes feels nice and fun. I think if the meta does shift more to this defensive style team, it could trump what we currently see in the meta, which is just straight up speed and burst. If you have speed and damage reduction, I don't think you can be beat. It's just, when you do play like this, you might not, you know, get get killed, but it's going to take you a lot longer to fight, which means when you do need to grind out PvP, it's going to be a pain in the butt. It really is. And we also are kind of trumping them with our effectiveness of our tankiness. So what would a really good team be? I think Ascindo is a nice addition to the team. The question is, can you survive this big burst? I think space is just always going to be an add-on to your team. Actually, you know what would be pretty cool? Bring 2 revive heroes. Ooh, I kind of like that idea. I've always wanted to build a revive meme team of some sort. Feels like it could be fun. I don't know. Let's see how this actually plays out. So we got a lot of CC in this Fiona too, actually hitting 4 of them. Wow, that's actually solid. We interrupt all of their plans essentially, which is nice. Let's speed up our turn meter. This one here, yeah, we don't really need that. It's kind of overkill. Don't need the damage reduction. Want to take out their Margaret. Fiona is one hero that's like a sleeper. Okay, so she still took out our entire team. But our hero is still alive, and this will be an interesting test. Since this team doesn't have any single target damage dealers, they're all pretty much AoE. Can she survive is the big question. We're going to have to take out the Luna first for sure. I think eventually we are going to go down. But when we steal their shields and everything, it's a slow burn. It's definitely a slow burn here. If we had a better aura, I think we would have a chance. But at this point, nah. I think we're going down. She does have a lot of survivability, though. You can see how... Holy shields, Batman. We have every type of CC on as possible, and she's just surviving. Okay, she did finally go down. That was a crazy amount of healing though and everything, and damage taken to actually be defeated. And that's actually Karzak the Bull. Look at that. So yeah, it took a while for them to actually kill because it is an AoE style team. Now if we go back up against him one more time with a better team, I still think she's going to perform well. I just think there's better options. I do like the front 3 there. I think running a space... Honestly, I don't think I want her either. I think running a space and an Ascindo is the better look on a team like this. Granted, we don't have like the we don't have as much control res as we would like, but we did get frozen a bit. This right here though, that silence just messes this entire team up so badly. So badly. And we can come in here, do some AoE damage. Yeah, it's just a lot easier to pick apart the enemies when you have all the speed in the world. Space with her turn meter reduction too, I feel like is huge. Like it really is. Ooh, it still doesn't matter though, because when you have a hero like that that can do some crazy burst damage, she could be almost dead and come back to life and get the win. Now there is a lot of CC here. Want to try to kill this Luna off, but they're going to get so many more attacks off before we get to do anything. And Luna continues to hide every time. Oh, I just love this. I know I'm just memeing at this point, guys. We could easily find a team to win, but look at how long it takes to kill this hero. And again, doesn't even have the right auras either. We have a damage dealing aura. If we had some sort of HP or healing aura, this would be even more disgusting. Come on, we need to steal some shielding, please. Can you please shield? Oh, either way, it's just crazy how much damage she can take. Look at the Ada too. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to have some fun with her, test her out tankiness. I think in the future she will be good, but when you have a hero that doesn't have any type of exclusives, it does make it a lot harder because her exclusives really change up the way she works. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. See you guys next time.